Hi there. So I am out here tonight. It is, I don't know, 8:30 going on 9 o'clock. And Nate is up at like a football meeting right now. I just got done singing at my mom's recital. My mom teaches piano lessons, guitar lessons, and voice lessons at our local dance and music studio in town. And she always has me like do the last song as kind of a little last number while the kids are all getting in place to take their final bows. So I just got done doing that. We went and got ice cream with my 2 aunts that are in town from Wisconsin. I had all my family leave from Wisconsin after they went to the wedding, and then I had 2 other aunts come in after the wedding, so they're here. I'm going to be spending time with them this week, Aunt Ginger and Aunt Pam, so it'll be nice to hang out with them. Anyway, we went and got ice cream, and like I said, Nate is up at a football meeting, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go out and do a few things that I need to get done, like prune back my Brunnera, I don't know, check some things out. We might just do a garden tour, a little mini garden tour with some pretty things that are happening. And I don't know, we're just gonna come out here in the garden and enjoy this peaceful evening. My Annabelle hydrangeas are bright white, and actually, since we're over here, this is what I've been waiting for, you guys. Look at this. Annabelle hydrangeas, I feel like they get a bad rap, but look at that, how pretty that is. It's like cascading over my retaining wall, and I just think it looks gorgeous, especially with my little pink Visions in Pink Astobi right here. It's just kind of magical. So anyway, we're gonna go over here and prune back my Brunnera. The Brunnera at this point looks not that great, but once you prune it back and you cut off all the blooms, it like starts to put energy into the foliage that's left, and it starts looking significantly better. It was kind of cool the other day. I should have got a picture of it, but we were out here having a pool party after the wedding, and there was 2 baby raccoons in Chipmunk Crossings here. They were actually hiding underneath this little hosta. Their heads were poking out right there. They were the cutest little thing. Then they ran through Bunny Boulevard, up that tree, and they were like up in the little neck of that tree right there. Oh, Nate's home. So that was kind of short-lived, but we're gonna do some things anyway. Anyway, that was really cute. I wish I would have got a picture of it, but for right now, we're gonna prune back some of this Brunnera right here. I've got one there, and then I've got a couple right here, and we'll just work our way through and prune back all the stalks. Oh boy, you guys, the wedding, I will make a movie and show you guys the wedding. It was just perfect. It was beautiful. It was so much fun. And I got to do the flowers for it, which was such an honor. I had never done flowers for a wedding before, and I was honestly really nervous, but she just picked, Jenna, my now sister-in-law, she just picked some colors. She sent me a few pictures, and she's like, I don't really care what flowers, you know, I just like these colors. And I was like, all right, I can work with that. I even was like, hey, I got like hydrangeas that are probably going to be white blooming in my yard. Do you want me to pick some hydrangeas? And she's like, honestly, I don't even really know what hydrangeas are. And I was like, okay, no problem. So anyway, it was super fun to have like kind of creative freedom, because it made me feel not as stressed out, because she really didn't care. She just wanted certain colors, and the only flower she really like requested, I guess, was eucalyptus. So that's easy. But yeah, I just picked some flowers from my garden, and then I also went up to the local floral shop up the street here called Creekside Nursery and talked to my friend Kelly. She hooked me up with some peonies, which were kind of, I mean, honestly, they're pretty much like the last peonies of the season. At this point, peonies are pretty much done by now. So these peonies were beautiful. They were the perfect color, and they were kind of the last peonies. She had saved them and dry stored them for quite some time, and so I was pretty lucky to get those. But anyway, it was just a lot of fun, and right now they're on their honeymoon, which is pretty cool, and we're just, life is carrying on. All my family went home. We had such a blast. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm just kind of pruning that up. I don't know if you can tell, but these two still need to be done, and I just kind of go down, and even though, you know, there's foliage still on that, I cut it down and cut all foliage out, and that way all these leaves right down here will start to kind of broaden up and get bigger and bolder and just look really beautiful. But I like to keep them on for a long time because I kind of like the way the stems look, even when they're not blooming. But you can see how nice it looks once it's all pruned up like that. Because they do start to kind of brown up a little bit. I don't know if it just can't support all that foliage. I'm not really sure, but these ones in particular, these Brunnera right here, these are Queen of Hearts, and they do get a little bit of sun. Oh, Nate turned the sprinkler on. We might have to hurry this up. But they do get a little bit of sun, so at the end of the day, I think they, I don't want to say struggle, but they have to work a little bit harder to stay nice in comparison to some of my other Brunnera, just because they do get a little bit more sun than my other Brunnera. Boy, I feel like I just talked non-stop for like 20 minutes. Didn't even take a breath. Alright, that looks good. Then sometimes I go in here and kind of cut out these like brown bits. This leaf though is really nice because it's textured, and the deers and the bunny don't touch it. So it's a great deer resistant plant for your garden. Alright, there we go. Looks beautiful. It's a lot better. Now I do have some in this line right here, but these, I don't know, about a month ago or so, I uprooted them, split some of them, and transplanted them. And so in order to give them the best chance in surviving, which they totally survived, I wasn't afraid of them not surviving, but I just didn't want them to be struggling. I did trim back most of them, so that one had quite a few blooms on it. I already trimmed back, but there are some that I left, so we'll just come in here and prune these back. There we go. There, just like that. It's all set. And honestly, oh, here's, trying to do this with one hand. There's one right there. We'll prune back. And then the rest of them in this line are fine. I think I already pruned them except for those two over there, which we'll get to. I'm going to get that one right there. That is a, oh gosh, honestly, I think that one is a Jack of Diamonds, to be honest. Because I think those were the Queen of Hearts. These are kind of a mixture of 3 different kinds. Alexander the Great, Jack Frost, and Queen of Hearts. And then this is a Jack of Diamonds. And then that one over there is a Queen of Hearts. So let's get this one. Here's kind of a before look. And then I'll prune all of it off and show you what it looks like after. That's the after. Looks a lot more tidy. And all those leaves will just broaden up and look really beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go over here. This one gets the most sun of all of my Brunnera, and typically they like more shadier sections, but I love to test things out in my garden because I love to see what happens. So I have no problem testing things and putting them in a different light requirement than what the tag says. And this one does just fine. It is a little bit more brown, but once I prune off all of these dead stalks, it will automatically look a little better. See, that looks better already. And just come in here, clean off some of the brown leaves. It's like something's been eating it, maybe a slug or something, I'm not sure. But see how that just looks a lot better. And then now that those stalks are off, the plant will send energy into this foliage and it will just look really pretty. All right, let's make it down to the next Brunnera, which is at the end of Bunny Boulevard. Right here, my Fennel Astilbe is blooming. It's really, really pretty. This one is called Alexander's Great. I always want to call it Alexander the Great, but I don't think that's what it's technically called. I think it's Alexander's Great is the actual name. But this one might be, I don't know. I was going to say it might be one of my favorites, but I think it just really likes this spot, so it does really well here. But I'll show you my favorite Brunnera. I mean, that was really mean. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I'll show you my favorite Brunnera. Sorry, Alexander's Great. You're beautiful. You're just beautiful. And I love you. This is a super easy plant to split. If I were to dig this up and split it, I mean, that's what I did all over there. And I made a whole color of my rainbow over there, basically. I dug it up, split it into multiple plants, and I mean, look at this, how beautiful that is once it gets cleaned up. So pretty. Okay, let's move on. All right, I've got some right down here, and I think I already cut that one. That's Jack Frost, so that one's fine. This is another Jack of Diamonds, so we'll give this a little haircut. Okay, then down here I have some different looking Brunnera. This one is called Looking Glass. It's just absolutely beautiful. So we'll get this cut back. And I didn't even realize it, you guys, but I planted this looking glass Brunnera right next to my stained glass hosta. So that's kind of cool. Get that one. Still got my dress on from the recital, and we are having a heat wave here in Michigan. It's so hot here, so you kind of either have to do the gardening late at night or early in the morning, because otherwise it just gets so hot. Can't barely breathe. Okay. Now, let's go down to my favorite Brunnera. It's down here. Oh. These rocks. Look at this, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? Check that out. It just absolutely glows out here. I wish I had more. It's beautiful. And this is just called Variegata. Variegata Brunnera. That's all the tag said. I wonder if I kept a tag in here. But this is only basically the first year that I've had this in my garden. I got it last year on clearance at Countryside Greenhouse, and I thought, oh, you know, the Brunnera does pretty well in my yard. Maybe I'll try it out. And I'm so glad I did, because it's so beautiful. We look out that window up there. Oh, Max is up there watching me. Oh, little buddy. We look out that window up there, and you would not believe how much this Brunnera, this plant right here, glows. It's so beautiful. So I'm definitely going to try to get some more. I was hoping I had a tag in here somewhere else. I'd show you the tag. But I'm pretty sure it was just called Variegata. Just an old generic variety. You can see the sun's going down. And then I have some more looking glass over here. I had 3 in here, so I had 1, 2, and then a third one right there. But there's only a tiny little remnant of the third one left right there. I'm not really sure what happened. So I'm hoping it comes back with a vengeance next year. We will see. And I did plant some snapdragons in here. So that's what those are. But yeah, this is called Looking Glass Brunnera. Honestly, I love all the Brunnera. I just love it so much. So I really don't want to pick a favorite, but like I said, if I had to pick, it feels so wrong. I think one time I was giving like a hosta tour, and I was telling you my favorite hosta, and one of you guys said, did you go back around to all the rest of your hosta and apologize? And I was like, yeah, pretty much. I go back around and say, don't worry, I love you too. But anyway, that was kind of a little Brunnera tour and a little cut back here late at night. It is getting darker and darker, and I love it. It's gonna be a nice night. I'll show you the sky. So the sky is The sun's going down. It's super pretty. All right, before I sign off, I'm gonna take you up and show you a couple of things. I'm gonna dump this out. Sign off, I'm gonna show you a couple of things. Oh, my geranium is blooming, that's pretty. But it's getting darker, so I gotta be quick. Look at my bridal veil Astobi. So I was cutting bouquets for the wedding, and this literally, guys, it started blooming white. Like, there's just a few sprigs that were white, and I was able to cut it and use it in some of the boutonnieres. I didn't end up using it in any of the bouquets because I had more than enough flowers, but isn't it beautiful? This is called Bridal Veil Astobi, and I've had it planted in here for probably 8 years. In fact, let me see if I can throw in a picture of when I planted it originally. I originally planted it with heuchera in between each one, and these Astobi grew so big that I had to move the heuchera. The Annabelles are just looking beautiful. And they're super dark green this year. Look at that deep sagey green color of the leaves. It's insane. These hosta are gigantic. I want to move this edging out. This is a project I want to get to this year. I want to move this bed out so that the Annabelles, probably like 2 feet. So we'll be doing that here this year, hopefully. But all these plants have just been growing into their own this year, and they're coming over the edging, and it's hard for Nate to mow. He does a great job, but oh, there's a lightning bug. That's so cute. Hey, buddy. Anyway, yeah, the hydrangeas look really beautiful. The pink Astobi, Visions in Pink, look beautiful. Hydrangea is starting to climb over the retaining wall. Sun is going down. The birds are out here flying through the sprinklers. They love it. They love to get hit by the sprinklers. It's funny. But yeah, it's just a nice, peaceful, warm evening out here. And I'm just happy to be alive. Happy to have another day to live and enjoy God's amazing creation out here. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I can make a wedding movie and show that to you here soon when I have time. I've been trying to catch up on all my work from taking 2 days off from the wedding. I think I came back to my email on Monday and I had 153 emails, you guys. So I think 30, oh hi Nate. I think like 35 of those were just like throwaway emails from Indeed that were just like, you know, automatic emails. So I got to go through those, but yeah, it was pretty insane. So I'm trying to catch up with that and get all my responsibilities taken care of. So I'll get around to the wedding movie, but I just really appreciate you guys spending time with me out here in the garden tonight. And hope to see you soon. Bye. What you doing, Nady? It's pretty out here, huh? Huh? It's hot, yeah. Yes, it is hot. Did you see how pretty the sky is?
How you doing?
These are looking pretty too, huh?
Here, I'll put that away for you.
Oh, thank you.
Where are you putting it at?
In the garage. With all the rest of my stash. Hi, buddy. Are you my little boy? Are you my little boy? Huh? Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Where's Nate? Is he coming? Where's he at? You need a snack? Come on, let's get a snack for my little boy. You my snacky boy?